Howdy brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land. This here is Grateful Panic, and I've got another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Cold Steel SR1. And before we do that, let's go ahead and get the panic dump out of the way so you guys can check out what I've been carrying today. And just as a disclaimer, this is actually what I was carrying yesterday, because this is a reshoot of yesterday's video, because I shot the whole video, and when I went to upload it, and I'm not exactly sure what you call it, the camera aspect, whatever it is, when I brought up the video, it had filmed sideways, so you guys would have been sitting there with your heads cocked to at a 90-degree angle trying to watch this video, and it was a little late at night to try and reshoot it, so I'm reshooting it today. And on top of this guy right here, my slip joint carry was the Great Eastern Cutlery number 99 Wall Street, provided by our brother David Vanderstelt. It's an absolute fabulous little lockback. And my fixed blade carry today was the Shooty Custom, and this is an Ontario Knives Old Hickory butcher knife that our brother Paul Shooty customized and did an absolute amazing job. I love this fixed blade. And my flashlight carry was something a little bit new, and I'm sure you guys have caught the Fallamov flashlight reviews, and the good people over at Fallamov were gracious enough to send me one to review as well, so you guys can look forward to my take on this flashlight. And so far, I can say this is a pretty bang-up flashlight, especially for the price. So thank you, all you people at Fallamov. And that takes us to the What Am I Drinking segment, and this is actually going to be the What Was I Drinking segment. And this is a little nod of the head to my good friend David Vanderstelt. We had a little conversation, and he kind of put the urge in me to take it back to the old school, so I had a little bit of the OG Sierra Nevada Pale Ale and some Guinness Extra Stout. So here's to you, David. And that means that it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. The knife of the hour, the knife that we've all been waiting for, or at least the knife that I've been waiting for, the review knife. And like I said, we are going to be looking at the Cold Steel SR1. And before we get to the meat and taters of this guy, let's go ahead and get the boring stuff out of the way and get you guys some measurements and a weight. And we are looking at, and we're going to have to do it old school because I threw my notes away after I thought I had the video completed, but we're looking at a fully closed length of 5 9/16 inches. We've got a full open length of 9 5/16 inches. We've got a blade length of right at 4 inches and a cutting edge of 3 3/4 inches. And as we know, my scale quit on us, so I do remember the weight from my notes because it is pretty hefty. It weighs in at 7.3 ounces. And it doesn't really carry that heavy. I actually had this knife on me at a buddy of mine's house, and I told him to check it out. And when I handed it to him, he said, "Wow, this thing's a beast. I bet it's going to pull your britches down." I said, "Well, stick it in your pocket." And he put it in his pocket, and he said, "Man, it actually rides really light." So, and I had the same opinion of it. I thought it carried way lighter than it actually is. Material-wise, we're looking at G10 handle scales. We've got stainless steel hardware all the way around, a nice beefy stainless steel pocket clip, and I know online it said that it was right hand only, and I could be wrong because I haven't taken this pocket clip off because it's not my knife, but I feel like it could be right hand or left hand, but don't quote me on that. But it is definitely tip up only. We've got a stainless steel lock bar, stainless steel liners, and we have what looks to be a G10 backspacer right here. So it's a pretty closed off construction, but you've got a lot of space in here to get in there with a can of compressed air to blow it out. So I don't think keeping it clean will be any issue. This 4-inch long blade is in CPM S35VN blade steel. It is made in Taiwan. You've got nice dual thumb stud opening here, and one thing that's really nice about these thumb studs, if you look right here, you can see a spot for a torch driver, so that leads me to believe that these thumb studs are removable, which comes in really handy, in my opinion, when you go to sharpen a knife. Sometimes the thumb studs get in the way, so if these are getting in your way while you're sharpening it, you just remove them and roll on. This blade has a nice clip point blade shape with a really cool swedge right here. It is a flat grind with satin finish on the flats and on the bevel and on the swedge. And I like the multi-directional grind marks here. The grind marks on the swedge kind of go at an angle this way. The grind marks, if you can see them right there on the flat, run horizontal. And then, of course, the grind marks on the bevel are going to run vertically. And I think that's just a really, really attractive finish on this knife. And I love this color. I mean, you guys know I love some green, and this green G10 is just absolutely beautiful. I know my camera's not doing it any justice, but it is an absolutely gorgeous color of green. You got a nice lanyard hole back here. So if you're into lanyards, you definitely this will definitely accommodate pretty much any kind of cordage you would want to use. The ergonomics on this guy, I know it looks blocky, but it fits really well in your hand. You got this nice finger groove right here, and then this swell right here for your remaining fingers. It really lends itself to kind of push back into the palm of your hand, and it really handles nicely. The action, especially for a lock back, it's really good. And you got to be careful. Make sure if you get one of these and you're going to let it drop shut, make sure you've got your finger all the way up against this finger guard here, or you are going to cut yourself. Let it just kind of drop shut, and it flicks open with ease. So yeah, the action and that sound, the sound of the triad lock, and we'll get into that, is just absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. I mean, it sounds like I don't know, sounds like you're cocking a shotgun or something. But yeah, getting into this triad lock, this along with this model of Cold Steel, they were both designed by Andrew Demko, and I'm not like a huge fanboy, of any certain designer, but I do really like Andrew Demko's work. I think he does a great job at designing, overbuilt, really sturdy folding knives, and brings them in for a pretty decent, I won't say budget price, because they are pretty pricey, but when you compare them to other knives of their caliber, like Striders or Hinderers, they come in at a really, really good price point, in my opinion. So, and I don't know the actual retail price. I do know that I got the Lynn Thompson sales paper the other day, and they had them on there for, I believe, $174. So you're looking at right around $200 for this knife, and in my opinion, it's well worth it, because you're getting a huge hunk of S35VN steel. I mean, you're just getting a lot of materials here, and the craftsmanship's really good. This is a really, really well built knife, and this is also courtesy of our good friend David Vanderstelt, and I really, really, really appreciate these loans that I've gotten, because those, along with all you guys viewing these videos, really keep this channel going, and I appreciate the crap out of it. So with all that being said, this knife right here definitely gets the Grateful Panic seal of approval, which is, as we all know, 1 3/4 thumbs up. So thank you guys for watching. I know this was a little shorter than normal, and that's probably good for you. I don't want to tie up a lot of you guys' time. Um, just to listen to me ramble on and on about sharp, pointy, stabby things. But you know, I had everything kind of in my head when I made the video last night, and between now and then, it's just kind of left me, and so I just kind of had to wing it here. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the review on this knife. And with that being said, guys, this is Grateful Panic signing off. And remember, guys, stay alert, stay alive, and hey, how about do something nice for somebody today? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.